Ah, crap.
Yeah, I'll just stop playing now.
Maybe get up.
Making me get up and actually work. Put in the fucking effort. Why can't I not just sit on my arse and play Pokemon all day? Why do I have to actually get up and put in the effort?
That'll do, I think.
Don't think you've changed that at all. Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh, speaking of which...
Show me everything you have.
Pop it up, Geppetto. Oh, I thought I missed that. What's it now? Same with that one. I thought I was too early with that one.
I got the alert that's gone live.
Hey, Reese.
There is, well, I don't need to ask. Well, I've got that time on my phone.
I mean, you never know. Reese may be an omnipotent god who's just able to, whose power to watch is just to watch people who aren't even streaming and comment on them. Really freaky when he did that. When he did that while I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance.
That'd be surprising. That does sound like a plot of a horror movie, like Unfriended.
What, a streamer just having a streamer with like 6 viewers? No, I just had notifications turned on for the channel. Oh, Reese, you poor thing. Why would you do that? Having notifications on for this channel. Are you just that big a fan of Professional Unprofessional?
Has Ripley one pop into my room?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not as worried as if Pablo did it.
Hi, walking Alfie. It hasn't been raining heavily for me, but it was raining like during the afternoon.
Oh no, I had to, when I was walking out to get the ingredients for our dinner tonight, it was proper kicking it down.
Yeah, it started raining while I was walking here, and I was an idiot and forgot a hoodie.
I broke out my Vakken waterproof.
I didn't know you had a Vakken waterproof.
But the one I wore at Vakken, remember?
I didn't know you bought one. Was that this year?
No, last year actually, but
I wanted to get one, but unfortunately they were sold out by the time I went to do the click and collect, because I thought it was a timed.
To answer your question, Reese, I'm making Herbie roast beef with a rocket salad and some bread.
Mate, I don't deserve that. You're fucking spoiling me.
This is the kind of food I make when I just want to be lazy.
This is your lazy food.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I hear that you're making a fucking Gordon Ramsay meal.
Do you know?
I don't want to see what you're cooking when you're busy. Just fucking making a fucking 9-course meal fit for the Queen.
No, what I like to do, actually, if I'm really lazy, it's pasta. That's what I go for. Because it's pasta, you can make loads of easy things. Like the one I made one last night. It took me 10 minutes to make it.
Yeah. Do you wanna?
Oh yeah.
Do you wanna know what one of my lazy meals is?
What?
The microwavable ones. Co-op chicken korma in a microwave for 4 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I don't even put it in a fucking ready meals. I don't even fucking put them in the oven. I just put them in the fucking microwave. I won't be able to put them in an oven anyway because we are very much an air fryer family.
I've actually, after Jamie Oliver series, I considered getting an air fryer, but I'm
not gonna lie, they are really good. Like when I get my Annex, I'm not even getting an oven. I'm just gonna have an air fryer.
Oh, I'll get you his air fryer cookbook then.
You don't have to. I already have
too many cookbooks. I'm
well, no, I probably don't have room for cookbooks. Get most of my recipes online anyway. Reese's also has an air fryer. Yeah, that's the thing. There are 2 different types of air fryer people. Either you don't have an air fryer, or you can't shut the fuck up about how good your air fryer is.
My uncle was in that situation because he was the first one in our family to get one.
My mum was.
What's?
I'm doing really badly this attempt.
To be fair, you've only just started playing.
I mean, compared to the first time where I didn't nearly kill him in the finish this first phase.
Oh yeah, so all the Sonic cards have arrived now.
Yeah, I just saw them.
Yeah.
And you told us that on Tuesday. Good guy, I need to move away from that attack.
One of the things, I opened up a bunch of packs I found I hadn't opened from a Chaos draft I was supposed to do.
Bloody hell.
Which I thought, well, there's no way that's going to happen now, so I might as well open them up. And one of them was really good because I spotted it as part of a video I saw online for a Shadow sort of budget commander deck.
I find for a Shadow budget commander, yet you still have to pay how much for the secret lair?
Yeah, fair point, but it's assuming that you've not bought the secret lair and you're buying the cards.
It's still going to be expensive because it is a secret lair card.
Actually, Shadows are not incredibly expensive.
How much is it?
I think it's like $3.60.
Really? That's like £3.60?
Yeah. Because Sonic's not very expensive either. It's only if the card is very powerful or very heavy use. Like Vivi's gone up in price heavily.
Yeah, but you still think like the secret lair copies will be expensive.
The foil ones might be, but the regular ones, no, you won't get much for those. Because it's not as if...
Just shout their Capulatina supports. It's fucking better.
No, what's weird about it is it's Goblin Tribal, sort of.
Shadow the Hedgehog! I didn't know you swung that way. What's Rouge gonna say?
Oh, please, Rouge is happy as long as he's out of the house. That's a funny thing as well. They haven't actually released cards for like Rouge and. But actually, it got me thinking earlier about the deck you're making, Elliot. It's like, what is? I'm not as familiar with the Swarm Lord. What is his backstory?
He's not a character really. The essential. I mean, that's mostly because he's a Tyrannid, which Tyrannids don't really have any individuality. Like, there are different types of Tyrannids, but they're all sort of... All Tyrannids essentially share the same mind. So all the knowledge that one Tyrannid of their type gets, all of them get. So, like, say a Lictor learns something about the Imperium, Space Marine strategies. Every other Lictor learns about them as well. Tyranids are fucking awesome. There's a reason why they're my favorite Warhammer race.
Obviously, they must play a part in that Warhammer game that you really love. It's a hive mind like the Borg, from what I gather.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they literally come from hive minds are essentially the size of a small planet. Like they'll fly over the planets and just consume all their biomass. Like, there's a reason why single fleets have spawned have had the Imperium face what is referred to as tyrannic wars. And there have been three. I believe in the lore they're currently against the fourth. And every time they fought one, the Imperium has like faced massive losses.
See, when you see that when you hear that backstory, the fact the +1/+1 commander makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, honestly, it makes it more surprising that it's not a token deck because the main gimmick of Tyrannids are just to overswarm their enemies with numbers.
Again, kind of as Reese pointed out, similar to the Borg in Star Trek.
And as a matter of fact, the thing I think is really cool about the Tyranids is sort of a rumor that's sort of been permeating in the Warhammer community, which is that Tyranids already have a really massive fleet. Like they can overwhelm planets and entire armies. It is believed that this is a scouting party. The scouting party for a main invasion.
But who's doing the invading?
The rest of the Tyranids. If that happens, the galaxy is fucked. If that happens, everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. The Tyranids will consume all the biomatter within the galaxy, and everything would. All signs of life would just be wiped out.
So now they've gone from being the Borg from Next Generation to the Dominion from Deep Space Nine. Reese will get that one.
Yeah, essentially their purpose is just to consume all biomass. And yeah, they are one of the the main antagonist. They are the main antagonists in Space Marine 2 until the halfway point where Chaos comes in, because Chaos is almost always the main antagonist in any Warhammer series.
And Shadow's ears just perked up. The 2-year battle plan. Om nom 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 nom.
Kinda, yeah.
So I can make sure I'm mute. Can I do anything stupid? Oh yeah. I'll give you an update.
And speaking of, I have actually ordered all the cards for my Swarm World deck. So hopefully they'll be showing up before we have our commander match, and I hopefully completely fucking destroy him with your own strategy.
I've actually I've taken one of the cards out to put another. I've ordered a Final Fantasy card to go in the Sonic deck because Ren told me this one would actually this creature would synergy quite well with Sonic.
I have a few Final Fantasy cards that are going into the deck actually.
Yeah, I'm adding Prompto from Final Fantasy 15.
I'm not telling you what mine is because unlike you, I don't want you to know what my strategies are.
Yeah, but Prompto gets a thing that every time you play a non-creature spell that's he's got haste for a start, and every time you because his ability's called something like Selfie Stack.
Oh, fuck off.
Really, it is.
Like, yeah, I know the dude's known for taking pictures in the game, but fucking hell.
But, yeah.
Selfies are canon in Final Fantasy. That is
in Magic the Gathering more. What's weird is, I've been, but the funny thing is that every time you play a he gets haste, and every time you play a non-creature spell that's 4 mana or more, you get a treasure token.
Huh.
Not quite sure where the treasure token thing comes from.
I mean, in the game, doesn't he keep saying, "Let's go hunting for treasure"?
Oh yeah, he does actually. Sorry, I'm not. I think my Final Fantasy 15. I should have done way more side content when I did my playthrough.
Side content is fun. Like, I guess he didn't face the Adamantoise then.
No, but the
Adamantoise is fun. Like, and it is true. It does take like an hour and a half to beat.
The funny thing is, I think it's because I assumed I had to approach it like a very traditional Final Fantasy, so that these side elements sort of like open themselves up as I went along. I didn't sort of treat it like the way the game developers. That's on me entirely. But so it was kind of like, oh Christ, we're already coming to the end.
Yeah. And when you reach the halfway point, the open world game really short lessons with how much you're able to explore.
One of the things I found bizarre is, you know that negotiating minigame you do in Not Venice?
I think so, yeah.
The one of the woman who looks exactly like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I'm like, why have they introduced this minigame considering...
You say Hillary Clinton, I was thinking more antagonist of Uncharted 3.
That too. But the thing I'm going through my head is, why are they introducing this minigame now when we're this close to the end?
Well, really, you're halfway through the game. That happened in like chapter 8 of 15.
Again,
I think Maxor summed up the game perfectly with, it feels like a game that has too much and not enough budget.
That's a good description of it, yeah. But the thing as well is it's.
And speaking of, I'm likely not going to be making my Noctis deck for a good while. I got to the point where I'm only really making one commander deck per year.
I'll tell you another thing I did.
And I really want to finally make a vampire deck, because that was the first deck I wanted to make, and I still have not done it.
Oh, which vampire are you thinking of being the commander? Because there's a lot of good options.
Lycia Sanguine Tribune.
Oh, good choice. I made a vampire deck back in the day with Edgar Markov.
Of course you picked Edgar Markov. That's the one everyone picks.
I was just starting out. Plus I had those film spin-offs.
Yeah, and all that DLC and all those DLCs which ended up being cancelled, which I just found tragic.
Yeah, it does feel like Final Fantasy 15 we're never going to quite see the full scope of what that was going to be. Honestly, if anything, that kind of...
Yes, from what I've heard, the Arden DLC was actually quite good.
I kind of wonder if one day we're going to get something like the Oblivion remaster that will put that DLC back in.
I don't think so. I think Final Fantasy only really tends to focus on their really big games. I don't think 15 was one of them.
Well, by that standard, surely if the rumours are true and 9 Remake has been cancelled, the next one we're going to see is Final Fantasy X Remake. Because that's probably the next big best-selling one.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Unless they decide to piss people off and do a remake of Final Fantasy 13.
But I would say the one I would really like them to remake in some fashion, though, I'm not sure whether I want to do 2D or 3D, is Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah, 6. Definitely. And I personally prefer if they went the 3D route. Just because I think they've kind of done too many. They've seemed to be kind of milking a lot their 2D formula. Like, you know, if they do a Final Fantasy 16 one, they're just going to be using the same art style as Octopath Traveler, and that's not as impressive as it used to be. I'm going to be honest.
Nah, Chocobo Racing already made to piss off the fans. I'd like a Chocobo Racing remake, to be honest. The last one wasn't great. And now I've got Fonto doing the Chocobo theme in my head now. Here's the thing though, I would like to see it be 3D, but I wouldn't like it to be like the Bravely Default style.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, that's more 2.5D. I mean, like full 3D.
Alright, so we go down the route of I can't...
Like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, that kind of 3D.
I hope Final Fantasy 9 Remake has not been cancelled. We are going to see a trailer for it after Tactics Remaster comes out. But, yeah, if it's not... I'm not bothered, because it means at least the original hasn't been erased, like, for example. It's not as if there isn't a way to play Final Fantasy 9 now.
Also, it's kind of funny that we're probably the only people doing live streams today that aren't streaming Silksong.
Yeah, I've only played a little bit of it before you got it because it was fucking impossible to buy it.
Yeah, because it hadn't actually released for us yet. Like, even like I kept checking Steam and see how long it would take to be able to download it, and it wasn't available for fucking ages.
Yeah, no, the eShop crashed as well on Nintendo. That crashed for ages because of it.
Yeah, it didn't crash. It just wasn't available to purchase.
Oh yeah, no, it came purchasable at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, and I think, and I'm still waiting for. I'm also probably going to be the only. Steam is down. I did not know that.
Yeah, it went down as soon as Silksong went live, and it's still down.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm probably going to be the only person today buying Hell Is Us and not Silksong.
I haven't seen... Have any of the reviews come out for Hell Is Us?
I haven't heard any. Some Switch... Yeah, I know it's one I follow. Failboat is streaming it at the minute.
I know Josh Scorcher says he's going to do it later.
I'm going to be honest, I have not watched Josh Scorcher in ages. I don't know. I just find myself getting tired of some YouTubers after a while, and Josh Scorcher just ended up becoming one of them, if I'm honest.
What's the
But I mean, that being said, the dude does have bad opinions for not liking Celeblade.
And he also doesn't like Okami.
Yeah. But not bad. I never really played that much of Okami, if I'm honest.
I like Okami. But I know some of my friends are utterly love Okami.
Well, yeah, it feels like you either get. It feels like you get people who either just kind of like Okami, and then there are some people who absolutely adore it.
So, how long have I got left on my timer? 1 minute 50 seconds.
You hear that, everybody? The bomb's going off in 1 minute 50 seconds. Everyone check under your couches. We're not telling you which house it's in.
Oh god, that's like Noel's house party.
Who?
Noel Edmonds did a show called Noel's House Party, and one thing they used to do is they hid cameras in people's houses, so when they were watching the telly, they'd suddenly cut to them and they'd see themselves on the screen.
So essentially, surprise goggle box.
Essentially, yes.
Speaking of, I don't watch Gogglebox enough. That's just hilarious.
Yeah, I've often watched. I like watching them react. I watched them react to Eurovision a couple of times. That's always been quite fun. They I really enjoyed Okami on the Wii as the motion controls.
Yeah, the Wii was how I played it as well. I mean, also as it kind of had to be. I never grew up with the PS2. And I'm the only person. Probably the only person I knew who didn't grow up with the PS2.
Yeah, God.
I had a GameCube and an Xbox. The only way I would have been more deranged is if I also had the Dreamcast.
Where the fuck is our... Okay.
So I've been working more on my a bit more on my PTSG today.
Oh, excellent.
I didn't have too much time to look it up. I'm mostly trying right now. My main job is the main thing I'm trying to do is just I didn't know I could block that thing, that wave attack. The main thing I'm trying to do at the minute is trying to figure out what needs to. Whereas I started back in the PS1 with the PS1. Yeah, I didn't. Well, Cal was rocking the. I don't know. I'm gonna assume Pong machines. He's saying
NES. I mean, that would have been funnier, but no, my
but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what things to stay in and to keep out or to like focus on. Like for example, one thing Wakefield did was he set up a bunch of companies, sort of to try and profit off the scare that he started. I'm not sure how much of them I should mention. Basically, I know he had two companies. One of them was named after his wife Carmel, and in that one he was going to. I believe those are the people who were going to develop the measles vaccine that he was hoping to get patented. And that was also the one that was going to make testing kits for autistic enterocolitis. But obviously I don't think that ever really went anywhere because, well, you can't make testing kits for something that doesn't exist, and his vaccine never got approved. So it's mostly just trying to figure out enough information on that and like how much to add in. I'm also really trying to get the structure for it down. Okay, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm gonna spend next week. I'm gonna spend like. I'm still gonna watch anime in the mornings, but I'm gonna spend like the afternoons just on the PTSG presentation. I'm gonna spend each day on like different topics. So like, I might spend a day or two on what Brian Deere discovered, as well as and just other stuff. And yeah, just different things. I'm not explaining it very well.
No.
Basically, I'm working on it. I'm trying to stay confident about it, and yeah, I still keep getting distracted and start practicing what I'm going to actually say at the PTSG instead of doing research.
No, it's Hang on a second, I gotta set another time up. So it's an hour and 15 minutes, 30.
Oh, fuck, that attack. Forgot about that one. The hand of God, like the hand of God hovering above.
The claw.
No, I was going for Berserk.
Oh, that works too. Mouth of madness about to...
So put your glasses on, nothing will be wrong.
You alright, Rippers?
What?
I just thought I heard us...
No, that was my shoe.
Oh!
Did you not notice that it came from this side?
Apparently you also broke the PlayStation Store Silk Song.
I'm not fucking surprised, it's Silk Song. It's like the biggest release of the year.
I think they should have opened for pre-orders to avoid this.
Yeah, it's shocking that they didn't do pre-orders. Like, they just had it show up on the shops.
Like, I know it's a digital and they wanted to be good by their backers, but the backers would still be getting them at the same time. If you want, you even could have subsisted so the backers got them early.
I mean, again, I'm just wanting to be able to download Hellas Us, which I think I can preload now.
What's your...
Which I might take tomorrow off work on PDSG to play some of that, just so I have played at least a little bit of that start.
No, someone did check about the Xbox release. It did break the Xbox store as well, but people who had Game Pass subscriptions were able to get it pretty easily.
Yeah. I find it funny that there's some people going on about buying isn't keeping piracy to stealing and stuff like that, and yet these are probably the also people who go, oh yeah, I'm an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. I love being able to play games and play them for a week before they take them off the service.
The funny thing is, Game Pass, the game, they do stay on there quite a while. It's very rare I've had to purchase a game that I got through Game Pass.
I do stand by though that Game Pass is definitely affecting the game sales on Xbox.
Well, obviously it's having some effect because Xbox have changed their business strategy mid.
Yeah, and the fact that putting new games on day one isn't digital isn't only you're just buying a license compared to a physical.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but like, personally, if I have a library of games that I have access to whenever I want, I still own the game. Meanwhile, it feels like a lot of these people are just, and people are going on about how, yeah, these games can be taken off at any time. It's not common. And it's you say yeah, but I don't think there's ever really going to be a time where it's going to be rampant. Well, and at least not for a legitimate reason.
Well, the good news is there is legislation going through Europe to say that you can't take games offline.
In all fairness, I'm trying to preemptively defend myself because I am going to be pretty much going digital only in like around next year maybe, because I'm not going to have much room in my NX. And plus I'm a PC player, so all my new games are digital anyway.
Well, my location kind of makes me a digital only almost person. I still buy physical every so often, particularly Nintendo and PlayStation first party games. I tend to buy them physical. But the main reason being that there's no first-hand game shop in my town. So...
I do still buy retro games physically, like from CEX, but when it comes to like the newer games, I'm just probably gonna get them digitally.
Just buy CD, DVD.
It's not that. It's the amount of shelf space I'm gonna have. Because like I'm in the front room, I'm probably only really gonna have space for one shelf. And how in the bedroom I'm probably only gonna have space for two, and I'm planning on using that space for like a bookshelf and a plushie shelf. So it's more just space. It's more space rather than I can't afford the version that has the physical disc drive. Trust me, that's like one thing I'm a bit upset about because I do like having physical games, but.
Done with you, I like physical games.
Also, the main reason I got physical games originally was because I used to pre-order them from Kick and Collect for my local game. I just used to go out in the morning, walk briefly in the town, maybe get a coffee, and then and pick it up, and that was fine enough. But then games stopped doing the click and collect thing, so now I can't. So now I can't go out and fucking pick up my games.
Oh yeah, thing I was going to say.
And I don't know when the delivery showed up, so it's just better if I get them digitally, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Nintendo. I with Nintendo games, I tend to buy them from Nintendo UK because they usually do show up on the day.
I used to do that, but I stopped after they screwed up my Order of Skyward Sword.
They
neither that or the Joy-Cons actually showed up.
I'll tell you that one now. I love
which was really fucking annoying. I think the same thing happened to Reese, if I remember correctly.
The last thing I ordered from Game was, I believe, two things. Last two things I ordered from Game were both collector's editions. Because I got the collector's edition of God of War Ragnarok, and I got the collector's edition of Starfield.
I think for me, it might have been Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh, good game. But
yeah, and then of course, Game pissed me off even more by getting rid of their fucking point system. I like to know I had 200 quid in points. I was saving up for fucking Switch 2, Switch 2 before they got rid of it. Don't get Calstar Unlimited Run games though.
Oh yeah. I still haven't got my extras for Sonic Generations yet. And I ordered that a year ago. They said apparently they're coming in November now. Over a year after the game came out. I just wanted a Dreamcast statue with Sonic and Shadow on it.
Nerd.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, turns out I am going to...
Speaking of which, I am a massive nerd. You are correct, Elliot.
It turns out I'm going to get a chance to try out my Commander deck before our game after the next Anime Amigo stream, because there's a casual Commander night at that game shop I do VGC at on Mondays, starting this Monday, coming actually, so I'm going to go to that.
Good, now I know where to snipe you.
I was going to say, you told me to tell you if there was any Commander nights or anything like that on. It's in Liverpool, so I don't know how easy it is for you to get there.
Probably not. I'm planning on going to the gyms on Mondays starting this month anyway, so it's probably not doable.
Probably smart.
Because as I keep saying, I want to be able to mosh when I'm in my 40s.
Yeah, no, I'm... Speaking of which, I got to do my back exercises later. I'll probably do that just after you go, to be honest.
Why not? Do it on camera. Show us what you do.
No, trust me, I'm not going to show.
No, do it. Why not?
Because Ripley will come over and lick me.
In all fairness, possibly. You do lie on the floor, she will come at you.
Yeah, no, you have to.
Though right now she does seem to be quite out of it. Just borrow Ripley to sit on your chair.
On your chest.
Nah, Reese, you know what he's like? He can't pick up a fucking Pomeranian Chihuahua cross off him. Never mind a fucking 15-kilo cockapoo.
Do you know what it is? It's not the fact I can't lift him off me. It's I can't get my balance properly to sort of roll over and move him over. But that's I'm going to damage him in the process. I miss doing Pablo Cam on stream.
I do, but I know what he do to her, so I'm happy he's not here. Sex offender, sex offender, sex offender.
Yeah, I'm going to try out my Sonic deck there.
I was not aware till today I was able to block that wave attack. Because I mean, it's air. How can you block air? This game is so unrealistic.
I also looked into the Avatar spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
As well. I think if I'm going to make a commander out of all, I don't think I want to do Fire Lord Zuko, because I don't want to do another +1/+1.
Wow, so you're cheating. Yeah, I was thinking that. He's fucking cheating on us. What happened to, oh, I only enjoy playing with you guys. I only enjoy playing with mates. What the fuck happened to that, eh? You fucking betrayer! You told me you were loyal!
There it goes, like, just thought I'd give it a go. There's no guarantee this is going to kick off. Anyway,
Especially as I'm practicing. The first time I'm going to be using my deck is against you, and you cheating on me with that! With your new deck! I'm saving my new deck especially for you, and you're going ahead and fucking someone else.
But anyway, so I don't think I want to make a Zuko deck just because I don't want to do another +1/+1 deck since I've got enough of those. And
man, that's like 80% of your decks.
I know, so I don't want to add to that. So I think
I'm not bothering with the avatar set.
I'm not sure I am, but if I am going to make one, it's going to be Toph.
Why is that because she's your favourite character?
Well, she's one of my favourites, but also I like her. I like her commander ability of turning artifacts into lands, and she can turn lands into 2/2 creatures that last until your next turn.
Please tell me she has an ability called Twinkle Toes.
Unfortunately, she doesn't.
Fucking missed opportunity.
But I do like the fact her card name is Toph, the First Metal Bender.
Well, yeah, because she is.
Yeah. There's but there's only one.
Also, she's barefoot all the time, so that's why Calvin likes
Oh
it.
no, please, let's not go down that route. The only one I thought for maybe for the Sonic deck out of any of the Avatar cards was Appa.
Appa, you mean?
Appa, yeah, because he gets flash and can protect your creatures from abilities. I think it was.
Yeah, I think I said before, I don't really keep up with the new sets. I just sort of look at commanders and think, oh, that one's cool. I'll make that one.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much money making commanders, so I'm pretty much going to be.
Yeah, why do you think I only make one a year? Like my Swarmlord deck cost me like over 200 quid. So
yeah, I see your point. So that might, yeah. So
I find out that's one of the cheaper commander decks I've made. I think Bob and Phil was like close to 300.
Yeah, it's a case of Magic the Gathering really is more expensive than a cocaine habit. I mean,
yeah, you don't even get to go to rehab for it.
That's kind of why with most sets I'm now looking at what can I use, what is potentially new cards for the Sonic deck, or decks I already own, like the Halana and Alana deck.
Mostly the Sonic deck though, because that's the only deck he's going to be using from now on.
No, I've spotted one of the Spider-Man cards I want for my Halana and Alana deck.
Why? All the fucking cards you're interested in at the minute are the fucking reference ones.
Well, because we ain't getting a new set, an original set till next year.
Yeah, but I mean, you haven't mentioned any of the Edge for Eternity song cards that will be useful, but you're just like, oh, but there's this fucking Gwen, Spider-Man, Yu-Gi-Oh, fucking Dragon Ball Fortnite card that could go really well in my fucking SpongeBob Timothy Chalamet deck.
I'll tell you right now, Edge of Eternities actually might come in handy. One, I got an Edge of Eternities card in my Sonic deck.
You have not mentioned it. You've only mentioned the Final Fantasy ones.
And two, I got a Kilo for my Sonic deck. But the one I really, Edge of Eternities I'm really paying attention to because I think it might be good if I want to make a Tails commander deck because the spaceships are probably quite good for Tails' ability.
Once again, people, the thing that's got me back in the Magic the Gathering is all the fucking references. He really is a fucking fucking Marvel fan. I did say Fortnite fan, but you never know, Fortnite is full of references now as well.
I'm kind of wondering what is going to be. I'm looking forward to though what will the next original set be because I've liked a bunch of the original sets that have come out in the last week. Like I really like the Murders at Karloff Manor. That was a great set.
That was one of the worst ones. Are you kidding me?
I really like Murders at Karloff Manor.
Literally, it was all the Magic characters in fucking detective hats. That one sucked.
Duskborn was good.
Yeah, Duskborn was alright.
Edge of Eternities has some of the best ideas recent.
Yeah, do you want to know what I want them to do? Continue the fucking story. You've just been doing gimmick after gimmick after gimmick. Actually continue the fucking Magic the Gathering narrative.
I've heard that...
I swear to God, after Elliot was defeated, they are just not doing anything else.
I've heard they're doing another Dominaria set next year. So that might continue the story. I feel like that they kind of been...
Yeah. Yeah, they also said that they were doing another fucking... Fuck, what's his name again?
Nicobolus?
No, the planes where Mark of Mallet took place on.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're on about.
Not Ravenloft. Was it Ravenloft?
I think it was Ravenloft, yeah.
No, wait, that's D&D.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thought that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, they said they were going to be doing another one of those, and do you want to know what that led into? Fucking detectives! With all the fucking magic characters, with all established magic characters wearing fucking trilbies.
What is... I know there's... I also really like the Blumberborough. I liked that set.
Yeah, Blumberborough was one of the ones that everyone was saying, finally, an actual good one.
The recent Ixalan one was pretty good. But Ixalan is always going to have a place in my heart because it was one of the first sets I went to a pre-release for. Also kind of a set that saved Standard at the time.
I just want them to. I want them to get back to the story of Magic because it feels it's just been at a standstill since March of the Machines ended.
Yeah, they've all.
Which I like to know. That also kind of sucks.
I think what's happened is ever since War of the Spark, they've not really had an idea what to do because they've got into the same state the MCU got into, which is we kind of don't know what to do in a post-Thanos MCU because War of the Spark is very similar to Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, the difference is Nicobolus is still around. He's just trapped in a moon, so you can still do Nicobolus stuff. The thing that they killed off is Elliot now, and it's almost like oh, Phyrexians are dead. What do we do now?
What about that would probably grab headlines for a original set if they did Nicobolas's return.
I mean, dude, come on. Like they say, you're struggling what to do after the Phyrexians. The Eldrazi are right there.
I think the last I saw for MCU has taken Disney's Star Wars degree of having no through line for the story, so it's all disjointed. It feels like with the recent couple of movies they have gotten back on a line, but I'm waiting to see what the results are before I say that completely.
I mean, how many recent MCU films actually feel like they're going to tie in somehow to Doomsday?
I'd say Fantastic Four really feels like it's tying into Doomsday. I'm trying to think of what came out recently. Not too many. Like Guardians 3 does not feel like it's tying too much in.
Yeah, like I'm just honestly, I'm at the point where I just want where honestly I'm missing the individual superhero movies. Because it feels like they all have to be part of a fucking cinematic universe now. I'm just missing like the days of the old Spider-Mans where it's just like, oh, it can just be about the superheroes and it can just be about, one character rather than think about, oh, what are the ramifications for the rest of the MCU due to this?
You probably would like the last Batman movie in that sense.
Yeah, I did like the I watched the Batman. I really like the Batman. And that's part of the reason why, because it doesn't feel like it's tying into anything and it's just doing a good Batman story instead of trying to figure out, oh, how can we continue this? How can we tie this into other movies? And how... and more important... And less importantly, can this work? Will this tie-in work?
So basically, as Reese explained, they've introduced Mephisto in the latest Ironheart TV. That's a random introducing a major comic character for free scene. in a Rumble TV show. He's played by Sacha Baron Cohen as well, weirdly. Thunderbolt also apparently ties into it since Fantastic Four at the end, and it's going, and the Thunderbolts are going against Sam Wilson's Avengers.
I don't know. Again, I'm just really tired of.
Well, is that?
I'm trying to do cinematic universes. I'm really tired of the MCU.
Well, if say for example, like, is your opinion on the Batman going to change if they decide they want to have it tie in with the current DC universe they're making?
I don't think they will, though. That's the thing.
Because whatever they're doing, whatever James Gunn is doing with his cinematic universe, they have to have Batman in it. So you can't do a DC cinematic universe and not have Batman in some regards. And I wouldn't.
Okay, fine. Just keep this Batman out of it.
Yeah. I will say I would like to see more of Robert Pattinson as Batman. I'm interested to see what.
I mean, we are getting a sequel.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where they're going down the route of that one. I wasn't so happy with. It's not a post-credit scene, but the scene with. Didn't James Gunn say Matt Reeves' film won't be part of the DC? Won't be the DCU Batman. Okay, so they are doing a DCU Batman, but it won't be Robert Pattinson. Right? Okay. I'm fine with that. Because it means Elliot gets what he wants. He gets a
Yeah. Also because I feel like if they did decide to do that, they will probably try to tone that Batman down, which I really don't want.
Well, I know they're shooting Clayface in Liverpool right now because my mate went past the filming of it.
Yeah. I think I saw something about that on one of the few times I actively went on Twitter.
Yeah, because in those films, that film and the Penguin TV series that did the spin-off of, Gotham is played by Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, the Batman was filmed in Liverpool. Funny enough, while my brother was going to university there, so he was kind of close to Robert Pattinson at that moment while he was there.
But the funny thing is, when I go to Pokemon, I go past St. George's Hall, which is where they shot the funeral scene in that film.
Oh.
So it is a bit weird thinking I go past that place where they shot this on a weekly basis. And of course the clock tower scene where he does jump off, that's the Liver building.
I mean, if you want a cool story from my brother, apparently one time when he was getting into a lift up at his work, do you want to know who got off the lift as he was getting in? Richard Osmond.
Oh, bloody hell!
Yeah, he was just looking up, just like bloody, and you just thought, oh, bloody, that's like, yeah, there's that kind of reaction.
Oh yeah, James Gunn said Matt Reeves' decision was to keep this as a separate pocket universe.
Yeah.
So this is confirmed to be an Elseworld.
Yeah. Which hopefully means James Gunn's Batman won't be like Sony's Spider-Man universe, where we had everything except Spider-Man.
I kind of hope that we do get a good Batman in the DCEU as well, because we've had a really good Superman now. We know Supergirl is the next movie they're planning.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not really wanting to watch it. I know it's good, but as I said, I don't care about Batman at the best of times. Yeah, author of Thursday Murder Club,
which I did see recently.
Any good?
It's fine, yeah.
Because I heard like really mixed things about the book. Like one YouTuber, Jack Edwards, that had a pretty good opinion of it, and saying why he probably won't read it, which is that it's a very popular book that no one likes. Apparently, the rest of the books he did in that series are actually quite good.
Well, the funny thing is, I will say, if the one thing
it's a decent film with a... Yeah, I heard it had like really good acting.
Yeah, you got Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, Celia Imrie, David Tennant.
Oh, Tennant's in there.
Yeah. He's basically playing Kilgrave from Jessica Jones again.
Honestly, just all you need to tell me is that one of the doctors is in something, and that'll instantly get me interested in it.
I can think of one example where it's about. Oh, Tom Ellis from Lucifer's fame is in it as well.
Ah, that's cool.
There's another famous actor in it, but I can't say who it is because it gives away a plot twist.
Like there's one film called Caught Stealing that I'm kind of interested in seeing, mostly because I know Matt Smith's in it.
Yeah, Matt Smith. Matt Smith's only been in one terrible movie, two terrible movies.
One's Morbius.
Terminator Genesis.
Ah.
How do you have the Doctor playing Skynet and it still sucks? The other thing I found...
He was also in another film I watched not so long ago, Official Secrets, which I'm pretty sure I talked about in one of these.
That's a good movie. I like.
Yeah, that's a very good one. He was the journalist, and let's just say it's really weird hearing Matt Smith swear.
I'm trying to think. David Tennant's filmography's been pretty good. The only terrible film he's been in was one of those nativity movies.
I mean, wasn't he in that one other series that got like one season by the Rubik team?
Yes, he was. He was in that one. That one was not very good. He's also in DuckTales.
Yeah, I heard that.
He's really good as Scrooge McDuck.
Fucking hell.
You're getting there, mate.
The second phase is really tough. Matt Smith was confirmed. Yeah, I heard that in the new... Wait, with Ryan Gosling? Bloody hell, they're just getting everyone in there right now.
Because I remember there was a guy who...
How long until James Corden gets a role in there?
There was a guy on,
Probably as one of the Stormtroopers that gets shot.
There was a guy on the Graham Norton show when they were talking about the Doctor Who 50th...
Is this about the person who was dressed as a Dalek?
Not exactly. It was a guy who was married to her.
Yeah, you mentioned the story many times. Again, whenever I think of you telling stories, I think of that one scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We know, Captain Holt. You told us the story before, and you'll hear it again!
Do you think he's now got... I'm assuming he's got Capaldi and Jodie Whittaker and Noah Tagazi's...
Jodie Whittaker, is she related to Josh Whittaker at all?
No.
That's a shame.
I suppose he's got all the other Doctors tattoos, but do you think he's got David Tennant's twice since he technically is the 14th Doctor?
Probably just has 10th and 14th written underneath them or something.
It says, yeah, Ryan Gosling has played the lead for the film, takes place 5 years after Rise of Skywalker. Wait, there's still shit going on after that?
I mean, yeah, they got a new trilogy planned called New Jedi Order, meaning that they're stealing from the fucking good book, from the fucking good Star Wars books from the extended universe. I refuse to call it Legends. Those books are canon. You do not change. You cannot just erase multiple decades of work for your own fucking fan fiction.
One of the funny things I think about with that one is though, it's like a case of seriously, can this guy?
Yeah, I heard about that. Fucking Simon Bird is playing in it.
Do you ever see?
It's got which you especially find funny when you think of the fact he did a really bad Yoda impression in Betweeners. Feisty one you are.
One of the weird things is I know I heard a rumor. I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but Jacob Tremblay, who played Jane the In-Betweeners, he really campaigned to be in the Sonic movies because his son is a huge Sonic fan.
Oh.
To such an extent, he actually risked his life to get back.
They already stole from Cinematic Universe with the use story of Palpatine
Resurrection, coming back in Dark Empire.
I'm guessing in Dark Empire it was done a lot better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Apparently they had an Airbnb in LA for when he was going to be out there for it. Kylo Ren has used Jason
Stoke
from the expanded universe. Hang on. More on that in a minute.
Yeah, the fact that they've just been butchering Star Wars is just really tragic. Like how they released new Star Wars books and apparently they haven't been good. Hottest thing in the universe. Everyone, Calvin's checking his prostate again. brace yourself, it might be inside out by the time he gets in here. Have you checked your mouth?
Found him.
He checked his mouth, everybody. Yeah, the expanded universe story did not correct. Yeah. Poor Timothy Zahn. Like, I swear to God, if they decide to... Like, I know they've already done books, bringing Thrawn back. I swear to God, if they decide to bring him back in one of the shows, I'm not gonna be fucking happy. Like, I still haven't read any of the extended universe stuff from Star Wars. I want to at some point, it's just... I have way too much on my TBR at the minute. The High Republic books have been a colossal... Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, the only books I really know are the Aftermath books by Chuck Wendig, and I know those were... And thanks to Crimson Rogue, I know how much of a travesty they were. In fact, didn't you say... If I remember correctly, Reese, didn't you say with the Aftermath that you read the first two books and gave up and just saw the synopsis?
Pretty much.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Guys, if you want to suck off the extended universe, why erase it just for your own fucking fanfiction? You're just telling the same stories again, but worse! You are they really are fucking Disney. They're just remaking good shit and making it worse.
Oh, let's see, hang on.
Right, 1 second. Taste my lightning, fuckers!
Oh no, my fucking horn!
For which you came, you shall remain until you are complete again! Yeah, I'm good at blocking that one. It's a lot of the others I'm bad at blocking.
To be fair, you're good at... I'm not good at blocking, period.
Yeah, Aftermath was so bad, Ben...
They basically built themselves to tie up the sequel trilogy into the bridge gap of 30 years.
Yeah, I know, I heard. Again, Crimson Rogue does a great analysis on the first book in that series. In fact, everyone, if you want hours-long analyses on books, watch Crimson Rogue anyway. He's awesome. He only uploads like every few months, but it is very much worth it because his reviews are often hours long.
I like Crimson Rogue.
Like all of his light log books are like 7 hours each.
Yeah, I like Crimson Rogue.
Yeah, I learned during one of these that you actually watched the book was better. Speaking of which, where the fuck is Twilight for?
Good. Oh god. Yeah, my knowledge from Star Wars is YouTube since there's so many of them.
Yeah, Crimson Rogue doesn't really, Crimson Rogue admits he's more of a Star Trek fan, but he has read, I think he has read when he read, Aftermath, he did read the first, of the original Thrawn books, which he said was generally really damn good. And like did a really good job at analysing Thrawn, like talking about how good of a strategist he was and whatnot. Like this is a dude who he's not an author, but he is trying to be, and like he is incredibly knowledgeable when it comes to like actual writing.
This is good. Damn, that was so close.
That's the best I've done. Future and I both would check having better TV shows and Star Wars being better films, and I mean,
I was having the better films and books / comics.
Yeah.
Trek is the problem that I feel like. Do you reckon Trek is now more approachable than Star Wars, considering?
Tough to say. With Trek, I think there's a lot more content. With the sheer volume of TV shows to watch. Meanwhile, with Star Wars, I think you can just watch not even just the original trilogy and you'll be fine. But if you want to experience everything, I think Trek would.
New Trek is just so bad, so I'm not letting Paramount off easy.
Actually, what would you say, Reese? What would be a better time? Trying to get fully caught up with Star Trek or Star Wars? Because if I remember, the one thing I know about the Star Trek books is that Will Schaefer, I think it was, the guy who played Captain Kirk.
William Shatner.
Yeah, William Shatner wrote his own books. Trek has way more content and films. Star Wars is easier to catch up. Yeah, but what would be the better time? Like, what has been more butchered, I guess to say?
Well, Star Trek had the reboot.
Yeah, William Shatner, yeah. All I know is that he wrote his own book, which was his own series of books, which was kind of self-insert fan fiction about his own character.
Oh yeah, no, he's utterly terrible about it.
Thank you, Dominic Noble, for informing me of that.
Yeah, no, he's it's rather telling that he directed Star Trek 5, and he wrote and directed Star Trek 5, and that's considered one of the worst of the Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Me and Reese had a debate over this. Reese, I'm pretty sure, said he thinks Star Trek 5 is the worst Star Trek movie. I said I think Star Trek 9 is the worst Star Trek movie.
Might as well just use this now. Star Trek 9, you said?
No, he said 5, I said 9.
Yeah, I said you said.
I said 9. I think 9's the worst of the movies.
All I know about is that apparently the odd numbers are the really bad ones, the even ones are the genuinely good ones.
Yeah, the rule kind of reversed itself with the new reboot Star Trek movies. Because my favourite of those was Star Trek Beyond, which had Idris Elba as the villain.
I've only seen the first of them, and I remember nothing about it.
It was also butchered with the budget by Paramount, so that made it even worse, as William Shatner had to cut so much. Yeah, Star Trek 5 is essentially the crew...
It's pretty much an unfinished movie.
It kind of is, because they had this weird concept of this crew searching for God.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird...
How religious is William Shatner?
I think he's a little religious, but he's not majorly, as far as I'm aware. It was also, Shatner plays the character who's rather distrusting of the idea that God's in this particular nebulous that no one's been able to get
Star Trek
in.
9 into the set.
And Beyond and RoboCop with him.
RoboCop was the villain.
Yeah. Star Trek 9 Insurrection, I meant Reese. And Eric Bana was the villain of 09. Yeah, Eric basically used it to pay off a car that he smashed up.
Huh.
But the thing about it is, it's in as well. They also, because in fact it feels a bit fanficky because Spock's brother is the villain, and they do this. Also, though it does have a decent message with it, that we all have to live with our pain because it allows us to grow and learn, and we become, and to take it away means that we never will grow.
There's only one line from Spock that I really know, and that's just because of how hilarious it is. Well, to keep saying, well, actually, you'd like to keep pointing out, Doctor, I am half human. Well, it certainly doesn't show. Thank you.
Well,
I just love that line.
The funny thing is, there was a crossover between Star Trek and X-Men, and they then did a follow-up.
Was it a comic book one?
It was the first one was a comic one.
The other one wasn't?
The second one wasn't. The first chapter is. They did one with Star Trek and the Next Generation.
Don't tell me it's a fucking radio drama.
X-Men. No, they did a comic as the first chapter, and the second chapter was a novel.
Huh.
The best line from 5 was by Kirk saying, "Why does God need a starship?" You know, because it turns out it's not God, it's just some random alien being that is sort of pretending to be God to lure people in. He wants a spaceship so he can get out and impose his power elsewhere.
Star Trek and a Warhammer collab when?
Well, they did a
that would be hilarious, seeing Spock Spock or Captain Picard try to take on the Orcs and the Tyranids.
Yeah, there's also been a Doctor Who crossover with Star Trek.
That does not surprise me.
It's, for the record, it's the Next Generation and Matt Smith's Doctor. Although briefly they go into a flashback with Tom Baker's Doctor and the original.
Anyone tries to sell the galaxy and displace God to let people to get people let
allowed by people. Yeah, pretty much.
My dyslexia was hitting me then.
No, trust me, it's really confusing what happened to Star Trek 5. Me and Reese also disagree on Star Trek 7, Star Trek Generations, because I actually quite like that one, but Reese doesn't really like it at all. I get why he doesn't like it, but I still quite like it.
There's a tradition that the Reese is just following tradition that the odd ones are the bad ones.
It also doesn't help that Star Trek 8, so the one that followed it up, is really well a contender for one of the best Star Trek movies. It's not, Star Trek 2 is, but...
It's 2, the one with Khan in.
Yes. I know everyone says it is, but it really is earned, because it's such a good movie.
Generation also creates so many problems for the franchise.
Plot-wise. It's one of the few funny lines I still laugh at with the Star Trek made, which was, he said, "Did I tell you I met Captain Kirk?" What? Yeah, he's buried under a bunch of rocks. Geeks are going to complain about it for years.
Fuck.
That was going quite well there. You're going to get this.
Yeah, I think because around the end I started dodging rather than just trying to block all the time.
To be fair, that's what I do, but,
yeah, but I like to live on the edge.
I love that Reese said, and we did.
Yeah, and complain we did.
I will say, I do like Chris Pine as Captain Kirk. I think he's quite good in the role.
Is that in the remake?
Remake trilogy, yeah.
Again, I've only seen the first one. I remember absolutely nothing about it.
If I find funny, I didn't realise for ages he was the first Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
yeah, it's Chris Pine playing him.
As in the one that Miles caused us to die?
Yeah. That's Chris Pine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Pine is dead.
Mind you, this is a guy who got his start with Princess Diaries too, so everything's an upgrade from there.
Good. God, that's a bad movie. Yeah, I don't have issues with the cast for the reboot
trilogy. They were all solid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is that the entire trilogy or just the first film?
All the entire trilogy, I'd say. None of them...
Wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch in one of them?
Yeah, he plays Khan in 2.
Was he alright?
Up until the ending, yes.
Oh.
The ending of that film is basically, quick, we have to basically rehash everything from Star Trek 2, because everyone likes that movie.
Did they include the Khan?
Yeah, but they reversed who said it.
That's lame.
But the funny thing is though, they also missed the point of why. I wish Zoe Saldana got more as O'Hara being Scott's girlfriend randomly. Yeah, that was always found that storyline weird. But the thing about it is they didn't get why they had the whole him yelling Khan. I know we mean the hell out of it, but there is actually a good reason in context.
I mean, it's not like in X-Men 3 where we got the "I'm the Juggernaut bitch" line where it did actually work. And that did actually come from like an internet.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, Kirk gets saved by superblood that cures all diseases but is never mentioned again.
Plot convenience. Oh, I mean, in all fairness, Warhammer has the sort of Warhammer lore has been in a bit of controversy at the minute with one of its a massive reveal actually recently.
Probably shouldn't reveal it then, just in case.
No, that's the thing. It's something that people have been wanting to know the answer for years, and it's also the answer of the way it was revealed. Just as wait, that's it? Because it wasn't like because people were saying, oh, this should have been like exposed in like one of the novels. Hell, they could have spent an entire novel just on this reveal, and instead it was just randomly mentioned in the most recent codex.
But that feels a bit of a weird choice to do.
Yeah. And a lot of people are kind of pissed about it. I'm not going to go too much into detail because there's a lot of history around that, and I don't fully understand it myself, I'll admit.
Yeah, but basically, Star Trek will do crossovers with anyone. I mean, they did one with Planet of the Apes, for fuck's sake.
Again, when will we get a Warhammer one?
Warhammer makes a ton of sense!
I want to see Kirk talk to the god, to see the God Emperor on the throne.
I personally prefer it be Picard, but...
Well, whichever one it is.
I mean,
I want to see Spock. I want to see Spock trying to reason with the Tyranid. I want to see, I don't know, fucking Data try to seduce an orc. I don't know, Star Trek.
one of my favourite episodes is Paramount will loan out Star Trek to anyone. The one of my favourite episodes of Star Trek Next Generation is called The Measure of a Man, and it's basically about it's basically a trial to decide whether Data is a conscious being or property.
Oh, is that
The robot, yeah.
No, I was about to say, is that the episode where it's possible to make mistakes and make no mistakes and still lose line comes from?
I think it is. I'm not entirely sure.
Because that is like the one line as I said, one of the few lines I do actually know from Star Trek, and that is legit a really good line.
If Cisco is used for the crossover, he will nuke the Warhammer universe.
Oh yeah, that is it. Apparently.
Yeah. It's a brilliant episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try dodging instead of blocking because that seems to be. I just find parrying a lot more fun, but clearly it's not working at the minute.
As Riker is forced to be the prosecution against Data, even though he's a friend and didn't want to.
I still remember. How much have you seen much of Red Dwarf?
Yeah, I've seen a bit of Red Dwarf.
Oh god, it reminds me of the one bit where
You can't hit death if it comes near me.
it reminds me of Here and Now reminds me of the one episode where they all go into a maximum security prison, and Rimmer ends up getting arrested for for essentially neglecting the gas leak that ended up killing everyone on Red Dwarf, and during the trial, the only way they could sort of get him out of there and ensure he didn't end up in the maximum security prison was to essentially insult him constantly and make him seem incredibly incompetent.
Oh.
And he kept saying objection just because of the insults.
Jesus.
It actually got to the point where Crichton said, a man that is so moronic, he would object to his own defense.
Objection. Genuinely.
Oh god, that Red Dwarf is fucking hilarious. Like,
but if someone,
it's my favorite sitcom for a reason.
Do you know what's weird? If someone asked me what my favourite book is, though, I would instantly know the answer.
What is it?
Christmas Carol.
Alright.
I absolutely think Christmas Carol is the perfect book.
I mean, my favourite is Storm of Swords, the third book in the Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones, because that, holy shit, I still think that book slaps, just fucking slaps. So many of the biggest scenes in that book happen, like the fight against the wall, the death of the poisoning of Joffrey, the fucking Red Wedding. I remember reading that bit and just sitting there in silence for like 10 minutes, just staring at the wall like, what the fuck did I just read?
Do you reckon the TV series did justice to those chapters?
I only watched like seasons 1 and 2, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, it was done really well. It was only like when the books, when they ran out of book material, that it started to get better. Actually, here's kind of a cringy story from what happened at the most recent Worldcon. That I'll be the first to admit, when it comes to communication and social cues, I'm really not that good. There's a reason why a lot of my conversations is just silence. But, so, if I recognize that you said something awful and incredibly inappropriate, you know you fucked up. Basically, there was a panel at Worldcom involving a bunch of really high-profile authors. Like, there was Brandon Sanderson, George R. Martin, and Ryan Cahill, a bunch of people like that.
This feels like a modern day Beatles team up for authors.
Yeah, it was like a really big one. And someone there just said, so So, question to Martin. We know you're not gonna be around for much longer. So, I was just wondering, and then she pointed to Brandon's, and she said, so I was just wondering, do you have anyone in mind to finish your books? And then she just points to Brandon Sanderson and just go, are you up for finishing his books? And despite the fact that Sanderson has mentioned quite a few times that Martin would probably isn't going to finish the Song of Ice and Fire, and he himself has said that he is, if he was asked to finish it because he was the one who finished the Wheel of Time, that he would not do it because that it is such a different book to what he normally writes. It's just the callousness of someone to just say, ask the person on the convention at a panel, hey, you're going to die soon, and ask the person next to him, would you want to finish his book? Like everyone that, like it was to the point where one of the authors actively got up and walked away, just like, nah, I'm fucking dealing with this.
Oh god, that's gotta be pretty bad.
Like, Jesus Christ, there's having bad communication skills, and then there's just being fucking
stupid.
So ignorant you don't know you're on fire.
Okay, I've had to pass on that. I mean, it's sometimes you get good ones from the audience, like the "is this a joke" thing in the Diablo.
Yeah, but this really was
really not.
This really was not one of those.
One.
Have you ever actually thought you'd like to read more books? By the way, because you do talk about. Because we do talk about them, kind of, but you never really say if you've actually read any.
I definitely, if I'm going to read something, it's manga is really my preferred reading.
Not like any proper novels.
No, because I get lost all the time. My dyslexia is getting worse as I get older, so I just get lost as I'm reading it.
I mean, coming from experience as a dyslexic person, the more I read, the better at it I got. Like, take for example, when I started like reading. You sound like you're acting like I'm fucking criticizing you. Just because you going. No, I don't want to deal with it.
That's not what I meant, mate. Go ahead.
I'm just making sure because I doubt you were. But like when I started reading, or like really got into reading, it was in 2020 during the pandemic, and around that time I was reading like 20 pages per hour. Which I like to know is quite below the reading average. Like the average reading speed is like I think 30 pages per hour. So, but the more I read, the faster I got, and now I'm able to read like probably 40 pages per hour.
Oh, right. I remember I did read when I was on holiday. I read the Da Vinci Code.
Ah, cool.
God, that is an awful book.
Yeah, there's a reason why Dan Brown's not very well liked when it comes to his writing.
I mean, it's just.
And unfortunately, his books, from what I heard, are quite formulaic.
Yeah, no, because honestly, if you ever, because all the films are actually quite faithful adaptations of the books. You've got, and it's the same plot every fucking time.
But I mean, just as an example, you go on about how you don't think Stephen King's a great writer.
I said.
Well, you used to at least, despite the fact you never actually read any of his books. As someone who has read a couple of his books. That is wrong. He is actually an amazing writer.
I will say, I think my problem is that I don't think he nails the end. I know it's a cliche because and they try to play it off in it, but his endings aren't very good.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, that being said, I do like the ending to Misery. The end of Misery is quite good.
I've heard about the difference between the ending of Misery and the book and the film.
Misery. I wanted Don Noble to do a Lost adaptation for Misery because fucking hell, that book is so much darker than the film.
I've already used up my request for an episode.
Yeah, you used Tintin.
No, I didn't.
Did you?
No, that one was already on the bracket when I signed up.
Oh, what did you do then?
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ah.
So I inadvertently traumatised Don.
Yeah, it's kind of why I'm hoping he does one eventually, because there were so many changes from the book. Like, and in like for example, Annie Wilkes in the book, or in the film, fucking saint compared to the one in the books. I've already mentioned the shit she does before, so I won't repeat that. But Jesus Christ. But like, yeah, the thing is, one thing that King is actually quite often said he does really well is how he writes kids, because he is a really good when it comes to writing, because he writes kids like they would actually act, which is honestly kind of little shits.
So, update, Elliot. Gdansk is sign-ups are starting on Wednesday, so I have to decide by Wednesday if I'm skipping this one so we can keep our schedule good, or if I'm going to go for this one.
If I want to be honest, I say just stick to the schedule we have currently. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd essentially be... Well, he's not good at writing kids considering the ending of it. I mean, he's good at writing how kids speak and whatnot. Yeah, we all know that one scene in It, which even he's come to regret. In all fairness, he was
coked off his tits.
It was during his major cocaine days. But yeah, he has explained his reasoning as to why he did write that scene and why he thought it would work. But yeah, he has. I think he has said he's come to regret it now. He more writes about how, you know, kids would act and how they would talk and whatnot, rather than, like, you know, making them the good little angels you would that other books would expect them to be.
Well,
there's a book, one of those sort of resurrection, you know, sort of web novels involving another power character who, like, sort of takes in an 18-year-old and she talks and acts like a fucking little kid.
Here's one I actually wondered earlier, Elliot. What's your choice for, like, Gen 5 starter?
Sniping.
Oh, good. I'm trying to make a superior team work.
Sniping's sick. Sniping's cool.
And he has an ability which means anytime you take a stat a drop, he actually gets a stat boost.
I just like it because it turns into essentially a grass Stratini.
Oh god, no. There's yeah. So I will try. I'm going to try my best to make that one work. Unfortunately, I've tried everything for Infernape. It hasn't worked out.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, my mindset is like Marge with the potatoes.
I just
think they're neat. I don't care if something's competitively viable. If it's cool looking, I like it. Like, the main reason I really like Lucario was one of my favorites for a while was because I really like the move Aurasphere.
He's probably going to be way more viable in the coming months when he gets his Mega Evolution back.
I don't know, he's still fighting Steel. That's a lot of weaknesses.
Well, Infernape worked out for your opponent's team. Oh, don't remind me of that game. I lost to an Infernape team.
Hey, nice one!
That is one of those, oh god, what am I doing moments. Now, the best way I feel like I can make superior work is to use the pledge moves.
I do not know what those are.
Well, there's 3 moves. There's Fire Pledge, Water Pledge, and Grass Pledge. And they're moves that combine together in doubles battles and create effects. And if you combine Water Pledge and Grass Pledge, you create a swamp that quarters your opponent's speeds. All the opponents move their quarter speed and they can't really fight against it.
Ah, damn, screw up the time of that one. Infernape is just the worst Blaziken ever. Yeah, but Infernape's monkey, and I like monkey more than chicken.
Yeah, I think if between the two, I prefer Blaziken. And not just because of competitiveness.
Everyone does. Blaziken's everyone's favourite Firestar aside from Charizard, obviously. Fuck!
Actually, I think my favourite fire starter might be
Twisted Firestarter.
I think my favourite fire starter now might be Score Bunny.
Chimchar, still Chimchar for me. I love Chimchar so much. Chimchar's my monkey boy. I like the monkeys.
Favourite water star?
Roki.
Oh, good choice. I'd go. Oldie but a goodie. I'm going to stick with Squirtle.
That's your favourite grass. That is kind of thing. I'm probably going to have to go with a tie for favourite grass.
I think I might be a tie as well, actually.
Who are yours?
Sprigatito and Chespin.
Bulbasaur or Rowlet?
Mudkip for Reese on the...
Well, yeah. We all know Reese is a big Mudkip fan.
What do you think of Hisuian?
Turtwig. I had a feeling it was to be Turtwig as well.
Again, I've tried for Reese's benefit to make a Torterra team, but I can't make it.
And to answer the question I think you were asking, much prefer original Decidueye to
Hisuian.
I like Ghost Grass is more exciting than Fighting Grass.
Actually, out of all the starters at the minute, the most competitively viable with the current format, it's Fire is Incineroar, Water is Primarina, and Grass is Rillaboom. That'd be a good Turtwig, Bulbasaur, and Chespin, my top 3.
So all his favourites are Grass. My top 3. Number 1 is Chimchar. Number 2. Favourite Grass is Rowlet. Number 2 is Rowlet. Number 3. Number 3 is a tough one. Probably Bulbasaur.
I'll go with my 3 are.
I don't know. I like Bulbasaur pretty much exclusively for first and second form. When it comes to third evolution, when it comes to second evolutions, yeah, Charizard's
Actually, I think I changed my mind. I think my favourite fire starter is Torchic.
Twisted Fire Starter.
Yeah, so I think my 3 favourite starters are. I think it's like. Going about, I go. Sprigatito, Torchic. Squirtle number 1, Torchic number 2, and
Squirtle is your all-time favourite.
Second, I'd say. Squirtle is my all-time favourite starter.
Yeah,
yes.
That's
Grass starters: Turtwig, Cyndaquil, and Mudkip.
Ah, okay.
I go with Squirtle, Torchic, and then Sprigatito. Funny because I'd never picked Popplio, but I want to find a way to make. I do like using Primarina in competitive.
Okay, so far so okay.
It's funny how all the most. It's a shame that I really wish Rowlet was as competitively viable as Sprigatito and.
No. I was so. Oh, 1 second. Wrong one. I'm gonna quick use that. Make disruption go down a bit less. Or build up a bit less, I'd rather. Honestly, I like to know. I beat Lexazia last week after maybe an hour, and she was the boss that I spent the most trouble with on my first playthrough. And yet this guy I'm fucking struggling. I hope I beat it before the end of the stream, otherwise... Jesus Christ, because I really want to get to the DLC at the next one. This is the penultimate boss.
Okay. Come on, man, you can do this.
Don't say that, you'll jinx it! Oh, come on, activate that. Ah!
Oh, it smells good.
Want me to look at any Nah, I beat this guy before, he's just fine. I know what I'm doing. It's just...
It's hard to do.
His attacks are a bit difficult to avoid. Nah, I don't want to do... This is just how I play Souls-like, so I don't really want to do any grinding. I just keep... Because when it comes to bosses, I'm aware it's entirely on my skill. It's entirely just on my skill, so... I just try and keep fighting them. I just go again and again and again until I beat it. It's how I've always done Souls-likes. and it's just like...
Whoa!
Yeah, the problem is this guy just has so much health.
Well, of all of us, you're definitely the best at Souls-like, so I trust your opinion on this.
When you say that, Reese has got the fucking platinum for all of them now. And I've still only got the one for fucking Bloodborne. Though, in all fairness, that's mostly by choice.
See, the fact that Reese managed to get the platinum in Sekiro with Dyspraxia means he really should be nominated for a Duke of Edinburgh award.
Are you kidding me? At this point, I'd be willing to nominate him for the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, yeah, you gotta do. I mean, hey, come on, you gotta be at least somewhat good at the game, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to get a platinum, you cannot be. You can't just get lucky.
I mean, yeah, in Sekiro, yeah, you did admit you didn't really do many of the parries, but still, that's a fucking achievement, dude.
I'm almost done with trying to 100%ing the Sonic X Shadow Generations, at least the Sonic Generations portion on the Switch 2, because I've just got to get the S rank in the hard mode for the Death Egg robots.
I said before, at some point I want to get Expedition 33 on PS5 and try and get the platinum for that. Because fucking hell, that game is just so goddamn
There's something
good.
about a platinum trophy that's really good that you just get for like getting all the achievements on Xbox, getting all the achievements on Steam.
That's because it's like that's because when you get them on those things, it's just sort of like, there you go, you've done it all. Now what? Meanwhile, with platinum, you more just with the platinum trophies, you like genuinely get a lot. Like you get one final thing to kind of show, hey, you've done this, well done.
So, for example, I'm going to double dip on Hades 2 and get the PlayStation 5 version because I want the platinum in that. I got the platinum in Hades 1, I want to get the platinum in Hades 2.
I still haven't got the platinum in Hades 1. I think I just kind of stopped trying to do it.
You'd be surprised, it's not incredibly difficult.
Yeah, no, it's not that it's not that hard. Just Reese made a comment on Sekiro.
Yeah, he said with Sekiro is either basic block jumps or attacks, as I couldn't
Fuck!
It made other bosses like Flashback Owl, Ishin, and especially Emma so much of a pain.
Oh god, yeah. The Flashback Owl, I think that's like the first major hurdle of the game. Like that's like every Souls like has one boss that's just like, okay, the real Dark Souls starts here, fucker. And I think she's the one for Sekiro.
Which one is it for Bloodborne?
Gascoigne. Easily Gascoigne.
I saw there's bosses that are really are more like that later on. I wouldn't have thought Gascoigne as being the you're in shit now, pal.
Oh no, Gascoigne is like one of the toughest early bosses in Souls history. It took me so long to defeat him.
I do remember him being a challenge when my last playthrough. But it's one of those.
The thing is, he's one of those bosses that first playthrough you do really struggle. All the other times you yeah, Flashback Owl. I know Flashback Owl is optional, but let's be honest, pretty much every Sekiro player is going to try and fight her eventually. Like especially at the beginning.
Okay.
There are a number of bosses that you can say, yeah, that's optional, but you are going to go after it every time you fight it. Like for example, Dark Souls 3, he's optional. There's not going to be a single playthrough where I don't have to go after the Nameless King, just because he's such a fucking good fight. Same with Save Night Gale actually. Like Save Night Gale, I will say probably my favorite Souls boss. Like, he is so much goddamn fun. Like, every time I'm at the point where I'm able to beat him on my... Hours if you go... Oh, fuck! Wait, no. Ow, no. I was thinking of, Madame Butterfly, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Madame Butterfly, that's the one I was thinking of. That's, like, the first major hurdle.
What? Okay.
But yeah, Gale is like probably one of my favorite Souls. Like, I'm not sure if it's my favorite. If it's my favorite boss with the Elden Ring DLC coming out, I'm gonna have to replay through that again.
I did see one person live streaming Silksong earlier wearing a clown outfit. That was funny.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those. Where's your fucking clown outfit?
I got lost in the mail.
The man who lost 100 fucking quids. For a bet that was completely unnecessary.
But I'm playing Silksong today.
Yeah, but you could have played Silksong and still had 100 quid.
I could have, but I'm...
Found her easy since you can shuriken out of the air for free damage.
I ran around while she had her spirits out to avoid all that of that. Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't like when she was running through the air. It was more just for me. I think she just attacked really quickly, so it can be. That's sort of the like the sort of one of the main do or die bosses for like trying to learn the parry system. But obviously you didn't. But obviously you didn't do that because you had other strategies, I guess.
What I'm going to do is, as well, Elliot, I've made too much of this roast beef.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use some of it tomorrow for my dinner tomorrow as like make a curry or noodles or something like that with it.
Go. Ah, Jesus.
It's a good money saving tip apparently, is to make a big joint of something and then use the leftovers with like stuff in your cupboard, like if you got risotto rice or if you got instant noodles or stuff like that.
That's just budget. That's just what most families do. When we have chicken, we cook all the chicken. We just use it for other stuff later on.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Like we use it in sandwiches or like with salad or stuff like that.
Pizza topping's always good for that.
We don't always cook pizza though. That's the thing.
Yeah, just sort of thoughts coming to my head. This is how my brain thinks.
Emma is the best attacker in the game. I struggle. Yeah, Emma. I've heard Emma's like one of the really tough ones. I just say I never actually got around to finishing Sekiro, which is a big sin of mine as a Souls player. It's just every time I play it, I just like sort of get to a certain point and then just get distracted by other things.
I go to her more than Ishin after her.
Yeah, what would you say is the worst boss in Sekiro then? I'd say it's the monkeys. The monkeys are terrible.
I remember Ren getting very tilted in that.
That's because it's not even a fucking boss. It's just sort of it's not even really a boss. They're just kind of like a stall. This is more like a stall boss. Like, oh, you have to figure out how you killed these monkeys rather than just, bitch, let me fucking kill the monkeys already. It's not even like one of the fun.
Monkeys are easy, it's a puzzle.
Yeah, but they're fucking annoying! That's what I don't like. I want to actually fight bosses. I don't want to fucking do a big puzzle when I'm expecting like a big tough boss.
Here's one of those.
They're easy, but they're easy, but that doesn't mean they're good. Like as an example, Mikolash in Bloodborne is easy. I still don't like fighting him. Because he just fucking runs away all the time.
Same with Witches of Hemlock. They're easy, but they're really annoying.
They're easy. Doesn't mean they're fun. Okay, I'm not beating it on this attempt.
I'll give you.
But look at my fucking health and I'm out of pulse cells.
I'll give you. It's kind of like saying in Sonic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Sonic Adventure 1. With the fights, the sort of like other character fights where you just go just because they're easy does not mean to
see no. Yeah, I understand. I understand I understand how it's what it's like thematically. Like but just because but again, I just don't think it's fun. That's the main thing. I just don't think it's fun. Like another example, the Battle of Chaos in Dark Souls 1 has amazing lore and it's a boss that ties into the backstory really good. It's still one of the worst bosses in the entire goddamn series. It is fucking terrible.
I watched Alpha Rad's video on 100%ing Sonic Adventure DX.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought when I went into that video, well, you'll have a much easier time 100%ing Sonic Adventure 1, and then I forgot about mission mode. Which, yeah, that sucks.
I didn't even know about mission mode until I watched that video.
It's a shame because I'm generally of the opinion, and people have really got against me on this, that Sonic Adventure 1 is better than Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, you're wrong about that. And I'm not even that big a fan of Sonic Adventure 2. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think both Sonic Adventure games have not aged well.
I think certain aspects have aged quite well.
Bed of Chaos can
also instant kill.
Can instant kill you by a pin. Monkeys require...
While performing brute force, so Bed of Chaos is way worse.
Yeah, Bed of Chaos is worse, but I still hate the fucking monkeys. And plus, I said before, I'm someone who generally enjoys like the really tough fights in Souls likes. Like, as I said, my favorite boss in the game is in Dark Souls 3 is Slave Knight Gale, and the first time I fought it, I got my shit rocked. Now,
speaking of which,
I don't hate puzzles. I just found that one really annoying.
Yeah, I don't like puzzles being inserted in a game where they don't really belong.
Yeah, like I don't like puzzles in place of boss fights.
I'll tell you what. Speaking of which, I really hope if we get a new Nintendo Direct soon, which probably will in September. There's always a Nintendo Direct in September.
I've heard a rumor. I saw somewhere on Reddit that apparently Nate the Hair's predicted we're going to get a Nintendo Direct in September.
Yeah, no.
I've heard the 11th or 12th.
Yeah, so I've heard the 12th as well. Two sources have said 12th, so it probably is going to be the 12th of September. I'm hoping in that we get a release date for the new Professor Layton game.
I'm hoping we get a release date. I imagine that's the one where we're going to get a release date for Metroid Prime 4.
It's got to be.
And hopefully Hyrule Warriors as well.
It's got to be now. They cannot skip that.
Oh god, Calvin, you need to stop checking your prostate.
Results. Oh yeah, I'm also getting a new sofa soon.
Oh really? Well, this isn't really a sofa. It's more just two cinema chairs, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something like this because this thing's completely, the side's completely cool.
Really?
Yeah, no, seriously. It's Phil had a look at it earlier, and basically, it's the wood under it is sort of completely cracked.
Oh god.
So it's actually, it's probably one of the things that's really.
Well, that's what happens when you have Ren sit on it with his thick ass. I mean, if it's any consolation, I need a new computer chair. Like my one, when adjusting it to go up and down, it's not good at all. And like you sit on it and move a little bit, you just descend. So yeah, I need to get a new desk.
One of the things is because you're doing one of the thoughts I just had in my head. I was thinking how many board wipes do I have in my Sonic deck. I realised one of them won't work against your Swarm Lord deck.
Why is that?
Because it only removes things that don't have any counters on them.
I saw that deck before. I saw that card before, and then I saw it wasn't available in Magic Madhouse. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Probably good because it won't work very well against Calvin's deck. And so I got another board wipe instead.
I've got another board wipe as well, but it's. I think I've got at least one other board wipe, yeah, because I've got that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my go-to board wipe, which was Blasphemous Act, because that just wasn't because that was absolutely sold out on Magic Madhouse. I thought I already have enough cards to get on a card market. I don't want to add any more in. I'm gonna. Oh fuck.
I did get Blasphemous Acts though for the deck.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find. I'm gonna see if I can find some more ones. I did find some more, and they're pretty good, I think.
Look.
Ah shit. silent as well.
Oh, have you got this?
No, I have not. Oh, fucking hell, my fire's already gone.
That being said...
One sec, I'll get a fire up quickly first before I do. There we go.
Yeah, I got my tournament on Saturday, so I'm going to spend a little bit of tomorrow practicing for that. Oh God, I'm not going to see anything close now.
No, it's really not. I'm probably. No, I'm gonna do. Ah, fuck. I got greedy. I tried doing the fucking.
Worst thing you can do in a Souls-like.
No, I tried doing that really powerful move I have and just fucking failed.
Bam. That's another thing. There's going to be some 2026 reveals if this Nintendo Direct on the 12th is real.
I mean, obviously.
I wouldn't want to take any bets on them right now. Because I think I'm this prediction. I haven't heard anything, but I think one of the games that probably is going to happen next year is probably Animal Crossing.
Maybe.
Show me everything you have.
It feels like the right time for Animal Crossing. Depends if Metro Prime gets pushed back to next year.
I hope it doesn't.
I don't think it does. I think it comes out this year. Again, going to make the hate statement, he said, I'm not worried about Metroid Prime at this stage, was his last statement. It suggests to me that he's heard, no, it's
How long ago did you hear that?
a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he basically...
I was thinking if you said, oh, I heard it in July.
No, he said a couple of weeks ago he's not worried yet about it.
Yeah, because I think Metroid Prime 4 is big enough that it cannot be a Twitter drop.
I think it needs to be... I think you could put it in either October, or late October or early November, so it doesn't clash with too much with Pokemon or Kirby. Hyrule Warriors, I think you could afford to push that back to January or February.
I'm hoping Hyrule Warriors is like in December.
Nice.
There you go. That's what I was trying to do before, but as you can see, I clearly failed before.
Yeah. I tell you, since we're not doing Professional and Professional this month because of the scheduling,
Yeah.
and you're getting ready for BDFG, one of the games I'm really loving at the minute is Shinobi.
I mean, I imagine we're going to be talking about some of the stuff in just replace it. I feel like in October we're going to have to just not have a news section because we're just going to have so many games to talk about.
I think we might do, yeah. But, Shinobi is going to be a bit one I would like to talk about because it's so good.
Yeah, hence why, because like I'm gonna have Hell Is Us, I'm gonna have Lost Or Side, Borderlands 4, Dying Light, The Beast. I'm gonna have a lot.
And of course, Reese has got Super Robot Wars. Why me and Reese both,
And then of course, there's also Silent Hill there.
and me and Reese both have Hollow Knights. Me and Reese both have Metal Gear Solid Delta.
And then obviously we're all going to be spending like an hour on Hollow Knight.
I'm halfway through Metal Gear Solid Delta.
I was thinking you're going to say you're halfway through Half-Life Hollow Knight so you're just like, how?
No, even I'm not going to manage that. No, the thing about I'm not incredibly impressed by it.
Yeah, you said that it's not as good as you were hoping.
The funny thing is, they've clearly not they've not got the voice actors back in their booth. They've just used their recordings.
So it's like really up-to-date graphics with crusty old voice lines.
Sort of, but what's even worse is they didn't up.
In other words, this game has the performance quality of Rambo the video game.
No, what's funny? No, the performance is fine for the most part. It does have a few drops every so often, but the one that bothers me the most was when they use the historical footage. They haven't really updated that stuff, so they just sort of upscaled the pixels. They didn't, and zoomed in on it. They didn't, so you can't get as much of the image on the screen as you used to.
Oh.
They basically Sonic Colors Ultimate it.
Well, hopefully you're having better performance than I am with Lost Soul Side, because to be frank, after a bit, the performance does start getting good. Like, the frame rates don't drop as consistently. But sometimes, like, when you're just opening the game, it is borderline unplayable.
Wow.
It is. The frame rate can get off, like, absolutely terrible.
And you're playing the PC version, aren't you?
Yeah. And, like, I like to know, my PC is...
It's pretty good.
Yeah, like, I have a 4070 graphics card, and it's, like... Yeah, and it runs. My main example is Hellblade 2 perfectly.
And Hellblade 2 is a very demanding game.
Yeah, exactly. So,
as I can attest to, just like I was having some performance issues on the Xbox version, and that was at a locked 30. I wasn't having performance issues, but it was. They couldn't get. I think that was one of the reasons why it doesn't run at 60 on the Xbox.
Couldn't quite get it right.
They couldn't quite get it right, from what I heard. I wanted to make sure to give a cinematic experience on the Xbox version. Hellblade 2 is one of the ones where I actually enjoyed the puzzles more than the combat.
Ah, fuck it, hell. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm actually one of the few people who actually quite likes the combat in the Hellblade games. Oh, fuck, we have 10 minutes left. I spent the entire stream on this boss and I'm nowhere near killing it.
No, you've gotten close.
I'm disappointed. I was hoping we would at least get to the DLC this stream.
Yeah, no, we're probably not getting to DLC this stream, but we will get there eventually, because you will beat this boss.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing it, we're not playing it.
Yeah, I'm in Dublin next week, so... the other reason that the other factors going into my decision whether to do Gdansk or not is the fact that I'm in Poland like a couple of weeks earlier doing work then as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, do I really want to fly out again?
And also, do you say you're starting to get a bit burnout with Pokemon as well?
Yeah, I definitely want to do Stuttgart no matter what, because it's the last it might be the last Scarlet and Violet tournament. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the first two ones in the new year are both in the UK, so that's fine for me.
Alright, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. In that case, I'll see if I can drag Ren to Pagan Fest.
One of them actually might be... I'll see what's going on with Pagan Fest.
Yeah, I mean, there's not been no announcements for Pagan Fest next year. I'm still upset I wasn't able to go this year. Because like it had fucking Tia and Aeostorm and like other bands I really liked.
I know. It was just a case of you're
the one who fucking shared that as well. Like you didn't see the date. It was just like, oh fuck, wait, I can't do that one actually. Then why'd you get me all hyped up for it?
I made an error, right? I'll say, for all of everything we said, this is such a good game.
I mean, I've said nothing but praise for this game. Well, aside from like one section.
Oh yeah.
But in all fairness, that section was fucking awful.
It is just designed to make you tilted.
Let's be honest, all Souls-likes are.
There have been moments when I first played for Elden Ring where I was going, oh please, let me live.
Oh good god, there was one section in the Haligary Tree you know, the bit with the Future Tree avatar and those knights, that bit always fucking pisses me off.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's just like, there's so many fucking enemies and they're all really tough in this one section. I don't even fight them at first, I just run straight to Sight of Grace, then I go after them.
One of my, is that when we get to the bottom of that tower to face one of the Godskin bosses. And I remember there's a bit just there's an enemy just before you go through the boss gate. I just said the first time, who the fuck are you?
You know what? I have been playing, on occasion, doing another Elden Ring run because I really want to because I want to do a run with Ilona's polearm, the twin blade katana.
Oh yeah.
Just as I was really enjoying that in Night Rain, and I actually ended up getting it before tackling Stormvale Castle. And you know what? I'm fucking shocked I did because that takes you all the way up to the Atlas Plateau, and you have to finish another guy's side quest in order to be able to get it. And the invader you need to kill to get it. Holy shit, she is fucking tough. Speaking of fucking tough, I am doing really terribly right now. Yeah. Oh, that was absolutely. That was dreadful.
You got time for at least one other attempt, if not more.
Yeah, I got probably time for 2.
I'll tell you what.
I'm back. What did you miss? I didn't even know you left. You did not miss much. I'm still on the boss. I went with a Nintendo Direct talk. Which part? There were so many parts, Rex.
That's a funny thing as well. I reckon Elden Ring gets its release date in Direct.
I hope so, but I'm kind of concerned about it after hearing about the frame rate issues it has.
It's funny because I looked at the footage of the performance in handheld mode. Looks like fine to me.
Maybe it's just not as good. I don't know.
But as I say, it's Elden Ring on the go, man. And
there's one person it's just one person watching now, so Reese has clearly left.
Okay. The weird thing is, I think if they did an Elden Ring Universes Beyond Magic the Gathering, it wouldn't sell as well as Final Fantasy.
Do you not?
No, I
don't know, because let's be honest, Elden Ring, like, FromSoft have been fucking blowing up.
Apparently it was exaggerated by Nintendo haters online, and people who played it in person said it wasn't that bad.
I mean, I was mostly going by what Nintendo Life and IGN has said.
Played in person said it wasn't that bad with drops. I will say as well, I thought, in my opinion, there's only 2 franchises that would be it's still around 30 FPS undocked, base PS5 performances.
PS4, not
PS4. Not the worst thing ever.
Not terrible, but definitely not as good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If I'm playing Elden Ring on the go, if I'm buying the Switch 2 version of Elden Ring, it's for playing it on the go. And if that handheld performance isn't there, that could be an issue.
It could be updated. It could be. I mean, you never know. It could be updated.
I just love the fact they're giving the DLC as part of the package.
I mean, they kind of have to. Like they did that. They've done that with every other Souls re-release. Like when it perfectly playable. Yeah, that's disappointing. But I mean, it's not. We're basically just going to be It's basically just going to be playing Eldenborn. Because Bloodborne was on 30 FPS.
Oh yeah. I've said there's only 2 franchises I think that would outsell Final Fantasy and be the new record for Universes Beyond.
And those are?
Legend of Zelda and Dragon Ball Z. The latter of which I think is more likely to happen.
I mean, I'll be honest, I could definitely see Elden Ring doing incredibly well.
I could see it doing incredibly well as well. My commander is Melania. It's also getting bonus free DLC of the women from Dark Souls 2 armor.
Oh, when he said... that's disappointing. When he said that, I was thinking, we'll get to fight Nashandra?
That would have been great.
No, that would have been fucking terrible. It would have been funny as fuck, though.
Lose the tail.
Ooh, her! I like her. Oh, I'm a sick.
Just an armor, not a boss fight or anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm not expecting anything massive. And not like expecting there to be a fucking secret Bowser boss fight. As awesome as that would be.
Oh, damn it.
I keep forgetting I can block that.
Her side quest was annoying since it was easy to break and she needed to live through all 3 bosses.
Yeah. I don't remember doing any of the side quests in Dark Souls 2. The only games I've really done character quests in are Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Also meaning, yes, I unfortunately in my playthrough, Soler wasn't able to be saved.
Isn't there character quests in Bloodborne?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, I do do the ones in Bloodborne as well.
Probably the worst side quest in the Souls, in my opinion. Nice!
Alright, hopefully this does a decent amount of damage. Yeah, Eileen the Crow, she was my favourite in Bloodborne. Eileen was awesome. It's also just kind of funny, Zero Lenny's story about Eileen, how I ended up accidentally killing her at the very end of the quest. And then even funnier, because in a video he did it a fucking second time. Ah, fuck.
201 heal.
I don't anymore. Oh, you're more tense than this, and you're more tense than I fucking am.
Yeah, because
I'm just like sort of confined to my fate. Like, yeah, I might not do it, but I'm gonna keep going. But you're just like, oh my god, this is fucking stressful, mate. This is so fucking stressful. I can't fucking stand it.
Why have they suddenly got a regional accent?
I'll try to go for a fucking Zero Lenny voice sound.
Oh, that makes sense. Wham!
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
What's up for Jet City?
I haven't actually used my Aegis at all, I just realised. No, I have. The disruption makes me more nervous than anything else in this fight, funny enough. Okay, run. Run away from the hand of God.
Run! Flee for your lives!
Run! He's got a board with a nail in it! I'm using it now, fuck it.
Yeah, probably a smart idea.
Okay.
Hand of God.
I'm gonna apply another one of these.
I think we need to at this stage. Well.
I did not time that perfectly.
Better than I would have.
Oh god, I fucked that one up.
Ah, no.
Yeah, we are very out past it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call it here.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I did a fucking run.
It's alright, well, we got...
Hopefully we'll be here next stream, but Jesus Christ.
So, schedule next week is, we gotta have still a Dark Pictures Anthology on Tuesday, but we are skipping Thursday because I'm away on work. So, we'll see you on Tuesday, everyone.
Yeah, see you Tuesday for...
See who, hopefully, one of mine or Ren's characters gets killed.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because they're all awful.
I hope it's not the gay girls, they're sick.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Shout out to the gays, you're all awesome. That's how we're ending it. Shout out.